like I said, right? But if I'm single and you're single, no one's really saying we can't mingle, right? But that's up to you if you can handle the age difference between us, right? If you can handle it, fine. If you can't, fine, right? I'm just your friend going to see a movie, right? Where you happen to work at, right? And if we like each other, we do. If we don't, we don't. And you move on. You're my friend to the end. There's nothing else. Not being like Chucky either. Because I'm not trying to hurt you or harm anyone here, right? But if you're trying to harm me, and we know people can harm each other, you're trying to harm others like yourself, right? Who think like you, and you're killing them, and you're murdering them, and you're not supposed to do that either. That too is the knowledge of good and evil. But the only reason you can is Satan is teaching you the knowledge of good and evil, right? You believe what you're doing is evil and not good, right? And you're not forgiving it where God can fix it, even if they murder you like with Christ, right? So if you let someone murder you, they can what? Murder you. But if you don't let someone murder you, what happens then? They can't murder you. They can't murder you. You won't die. You won't die. If I'm still living, honey, or Maria Rose, whatever, you know who's trying to kill me? I don't. But you know why they're trying to kill me? They're not believing in Jesus the right way, right? Do you want to be with someone who doesn't remember if they were with you or not? Or someone who you know is murdering the person you want to be with, but they won't let you be with him, right? Because you're jealous of him. You can raise from the dead, right? And it's saying so, even if they tried to shoot you with a weapon, right? Like a gun, right? Which to them is the ultimate Hail Mary of weapons, right? Or the nuclear warheads and the neutron bombs. Right. And there are other reasons Perry Stone people can stay behind. One of them is a choice to help them through the tribulation period. You think it started then or when we fell to Satan? Right. So for 4,000 years, or 6,000 years nearly, we've been in the tribulation period. And the days are to be cut at least in half, right? And then you can't take off more than 2, which in a 24-hour Earth day, if you translate that to heaven, that could be up to 24,000 years. You hear what I'm saying, right? To God. And we were here for the entire 6th day, okay, which is 24,000 years. Not just 1,000 years, right? Imagine the accomplishments, even with Atlantis and all that we can do in a good and orderly society versus a corrupt society where we're teaching each other good and evil acts and doing each other good and evil, right? Without, again, letting the person say yes or no, which means it's choice. You can say no, right? Without letting the person be bullied, right, into it, right, or out of it, right? Either way, you can't bully me into it, and I won't let you do it with me consciously. If you're doing it with me unconsciously, you're trying to knock me out and do it with me. Now, like I said, if like Aslan, you're trying to shave my head off, or hair off, and it grows back by morning, like in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, right? You're the one doing the act to me to disfigure me or discredit me. But I'm back by morning, so you know I'm being healed. Even with my hairline. Even if you're trying to shave me bald the night before. Mm-hmm. And that's what's freaking you out, is going back so fast, right? To how it was yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, God can do that with me because you're tempting it, trying to murder me, right? And my God is greater than your murder. It can raise Jesus, who was murdered, from the dead, so it can raise me from the dead too. By my declaration of faith, it can. So all I gotta do is say it can, and it can, right? I'm also asking it to. I'm also doing it humbly, right? But not afraid to ask, right? If you're afraid to ask, you won't receive, right? Ask and you shall receive, right? Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall open to you, right? But if you let the door that's closed stay closed, it's closed to you, right? If you don't knock or have a key, right, or have a way in, you're locked out. You're locked out. And then what you gonna do? You're stuck. All right. Have a good morning.